everybody, Paperboy Trucker back at you. Sunday about 11 a.m. I just hit the road about 7 or 8 miles ago. Left the Maverick North Little Rock yard. I got this load of steel bar I picked up in Fort Smith Thursday morning, and it delivers tomorrow morning, Monday morning, in Georgetown, Kentucky at 10 a.m. Eastern time. So, you know, I'm planning on driving probably 7 hours or so today. I'm going to be going I-40 east through Memphis, Nashville, and then hit 65 north, and I'll probably stop once I get over the Kentucky border. There's a nice rest area there. There's a big Flying J there at exit 2. Probably stop at one of those places. But I need to explain, I've had some camera problems. In fact, even though last week was kind of a short week, you know, I left out late Sunday afternoon, got home on midday Thursday, but still I had about 4 videos of information, but it had no sound. So you may see a little bit of a gap in my video uploading because just lost some footage. Turns out this, you know, about 4 months ago, I got an attachment that my GoPro camera fits into and kind of plugs into this this casing, and it has an additional microphone on it. Because some people said that my voice was not coming through loud enough while I'm driving, you know, if I'm talking and driving. So, you know, I got this thing called a media mod, and it had been working fine. It helped the audio, all was good, but evidently it just went bad on me, and I had no way of knowing until I tried to review some video footage and put some videos together the other day. I thought it was my laptop, you know, something was wrong with my laptop or my settings in my laptop. Anyway, I hope we've got it fixed. And I wanted to mention too that I got a couple of emails over the weekend from Charles, who just this past week, you know, he finished his training, he got out of his trainer truck, he came back to the Maverick North Little Rock yard and did his 2 days of final evaluations. And he sent me a picture that he had gotten assigned his truck. I think he had taken it home and was getting it all loaded up, which he said was hard work, and it is. Wait till you have to switch from one truck to a newer truck. Man, that's a lot of work. Anyway, he sent me a picture of his new truck. He got a year model 22 truck, brand new, student just out of the training program, and they gave him a 22 model truck. That's pretty good. So congratulations, Charles. And Charles lives in the North Little Rock area somewhere, and thanks again, Charles, for using me as your referral when you signed up with Maverick. I really appreciate that. But I hope to run into him at some point, because he said he'll be parking there at the Maverick North Little Rock yard. So I should be able to run into him at some point, surely. I'd like to talk to him and meet him and maybe talk to him about his experience as a new, you know, on-the-road trainee. That'd be cool. And I've got somebody I'm supposed to call this afternoon. I forget his name, but he's interested in Maverick and just wanted to talk to me. So I don't mind doing that, guys. If you have, you know, if you've seen my videos and want some additional conversation, send me an email. We'll hook up. And I also You know, I covered a lot of this last week in the video footage that I lost, so I'm having to kind of go through some of this again, but I also wanted to give a thank you to Carrie and Levi. Carrie and Levi, who recently finished their training program probably a few weeks ago and are now out on their own, but they used me as their referral when they applied at Maverick too. So thanks a lot, guys. That really helps me. That helps me buy this camera equipment. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, seriously guys, thanks for using me as a referral. And you guys that are out there, if you do decide to apply at Maverick, when you call in and talk to a recruiter, please give them my name. It's at the end of every video. If you don't already have somebody else to use as a referral, I would greatly appreciate you using me. Send me an email, let me know what's going on, if you have any questions, and or if you apply online, you know, there's an application you can just do on the Maverick website. If you do it that way, there's a field there where you can put a referral person down, so you can just punch my name right in there if you don't have someone else you're using. I would greatly appreciate that. So let's see, what else do I need to catch up on? Well, I know I'm forgetting something. I'll just have to cover it over the next couple of days. I really hate that I lost that footage. I hate to lose any footage, but in fact, in today or tomorrow, whenever my son gets the last video we had from the previous week uploaded, there was a couple of the segments there on that last video that had no sound too. Obviously, you know, we didn't know at the time, but it was that media mod piece that had gone bad. So you may notice on one of those an abrupt ending. I was trying to do something there with that car that was trying to merge, but I had cars on the left side. I couldn't get over for him, so he needed to speed up. There he goes. Now he's speeding up. All right, guys, enough for now. I'll see you on down the road. All right, folks, update for you. Just made it around to the north side of Nashville. It's about 5 p.m. on Sunday. Didn't have any trouble. If it had been any day other than Sunday or maybe Saturday, I would have taken another way and avoided Nashville. But being as it's Sunday, wasn't any trouble. My buddy David, who's another Maverick driver, if you've watched all my videos, he's been on a couple of videos with me. But he emailed me last week because he was headed over to the same place I'm going with this load, Georgetown, Kentucky, and was asking about which way I prefer to go. And he usually goes, you know, from the North Little Rock area, because he lives over there too. He usually goes I-40 to Nashville and then 65 up to, I guess, the Parkway. And, you know, on a day like today, that's probably the best way to go. But I like to avoid Nashville on the weekdays if I can. I would have gone probably either take 40 over to 55 and then up to 57 to 64 and straight across to Georgetown, or take I-40 over to 55 north to 155 over to like Caruthersville, Tennessee, and then go hit 69 and up to the Parkway. That would avoid any big cities. But anyway, it's worked out good. And there's a couple of things I wanted to try to mention here while I was on my mind. I forgot, you know, I'm still trying to cover some of the stuff from last week that I recorded and lost the videos because there was no audio. But I ran into a Maverick trainer last Wednesday, I think it was. I had stopped off there at the Maverick North Little Rock yard and parked, and actually ran home. You know, took about a 3-hour break because I had time enough on my clock. I was headed to Fort Smith to make a delivery, so I was just parked there at the North Little Rock yard and was walking over to my car, and I ran into this this Maverick trainer that was moving from his previous truck over to a new truck, and it caught my eye because it was the truck he was moving into was a 23 model, and I hadn't seen a 23 model yet. So I stopped to talk to him a minute. Super nice guy. His name's Jeremiah. Said he lived down in, I think, Fort Worth. And he had a trainee with him, but the trainee had gone home. They lived, I think, in Hot Springs, which is about an hour away. And he was going to pick them up after he got his truck all situated, and because his load delivered down in Texas. So he was just going to pick the trainee up there in Hot Springs. Anyway, nice talking to him. And seeing a little bit of the 23 model truck. So, yeah, shout out to Jeremiah. And then I talked to a nice fella named David who lives down in Mississippi. I think he said he was 56 years old. He's had a career in the fire department. He's about to retire. He's trying to get his retirement organized to make a transition over to becoming a Maverick driver. I think he said he's currently got it set up with the recruiters. I think he said he had talked to Shelby and Ryan, two of our recruiters, and he's currently set to start at the Maverick Driving Academy in January. So he's getting this all planned out, very excited. Says he's always kind of wanted to do the truck driving thing, and just coming to Maverick to do his CDL and then go through the whole training regimen. But he had emailed me and asked me to call him, and he had a few questions. One of which, and I need to remember when I get parked tonight to email somebody and try to find this out, because I'm not sure. That's what I told him. But he was asking, is the training schedule at the Maverick Driving Academy a 7-day-a-week thing? Or, is it 5 days, 6 days? And, I just don't really know. So I'm going to have to try to clarify that. When I get an answer, I'll report back. But great talking to him. I'm sure I'll talk to him again in the future, since he's got several months before he starts. But thanks, David, for using me as a referral. I really appreciate that. Okay, so it's I've still got about 3 hours and 40 minutes to get to my customer, but I have a 10 a.m. Monday delivery appointment, and they do go by appointment. So I'm thinking I'm going to drive for another, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly. 30 minutes or an hour. I'm going to stop at the rest area up here right after you cross into Kentucky and decide. I might just stay there, or I may go on up to the next rest area, which is a bit up the road. Either way, we'll figure that out shortly. All right, more later. All right, folks, we're about to cross over, still on 65 North, but we're about to cross over from Tennessee into Kentucky. I just remembered I haven't even shown you this load, I don't think. Or I did, but I lost the footage. Welcome to Kentucky. Unbridled spirit, it says. Now this is a rest area here that over the past year and a half or so, they basically tore down the facilities and rebuilt them anew. Some kind of horse track there off in the distance to the right. At least that's what it looks like. So yeah, they totally have rebuilt this rest area, the facilities anyway. Very nice building. I'm just gonna park here and do a load check. If I can find a spot. Look at how some of these guys park. Ridiculous. They're kind of skinny spots though, really. Alright, so let's get in here. Real skinny. Alright, so let's get in here, make sure I'm between the lines. Alright. I'll get back to you. Okay, like I was saying, I think I lost the footage of me getting this load. So let me show you what we got. It's just your typical bar load, right? And this is a preloaded trailer. Everything has stayed real tight. Chains are real tight. Everything's good. So there's a shot at that track facility I was talking about. I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like some sort of a horse facility. Here's a look from the back. From up here, got belly wrap in the rear and the front, and then 4 chains with pads, over center binders. You know, typical bar load. All right, I'm gonna do a little more driving. All right, folks. Just felt like mentioning a couple of things as we go through Bowling Green, Kentucky. Still on 65 North. Bowling Green is the home of Western Kentucky University, and also the National Corvette Museum, which I just passed back there. But also, let's not forget the corporate, or the main headquarters of Fruit of the Loom underwear. So quite an accomplished city, I would say. Corvettes, a college, and underwear makers. Yes, interesting information for you. All right, so I'm going to drive about 30 more minutes. I'm trying to get to the rest area up at, I think they call it Horse Cave, Kentucky. That's my target. So more later. All right, everybody. Hey, Monday morning here. About 7:15 a.m. Eastern time. I just slipped over to Eastern time a few miles back. I just got on the one of the parkways here in Kentucky. I forget which one. They changed the name of it every now and then. Anyway, I'm heading kind of northeast toward Lexington. Taking this load of steel bar up to Georgetown, Kentucky. Georgetown is near Lexington. But we got some beautiful scenery here so far this morning. Pretty country. Stopped back there at a Pilot and fueled up. I really didn't need fuel. I had half a tank, but the place I had stopped at in West Memphis yesterday didn't have any DEF, so I was getting real low on my DEF. So I went ahead and stopped and topped off the tank and got some DEF. So now I'm good to go. You know, these trucks, you might be surprised to know, we don't get very good fuel mileage in these big trucks. I typically get about 8 miles a gallon. And it matters, whether you're loaded or unloaded, how much weight you're pulling. It's worse, when you get into hilly areas where you're having to pull up the hills. But yeah, 7.5 to 8 miles a gallon, that's pretty normal in our trucks. Anyway, just giving you some nice morning Kentucky footage. Okay, see you in Georgetown. All right, folks. So we're arriving here in Georgetown, Kentucky. This next traffic light up here will be my left turn onto Lemons Mill Road, which will take us up to the customer. The system just issued an arrival for me because it detected that I'm close to the customer. I've noticed this new system does that. It seems to arrive me quicker than the old system. Like before, the old system probably wouldn't have shown me as arriving until I pulled right down in front of the property. But currently I'm like almost half a mile from the customer and it's already sensed that I'm here. So this is what's called International Crankshaft, and they do go by appointments. My appointment is for 10 a.m. and it's about 9 a.m. right now, so I'm early. So no big hurry, got plenty of time. Once I get parked up here, it'll take me about 20 minutes or so to get my chains and pads and binders off. And then, I might get worked in early, I don't know. I'm not sure if they do appointments every half hour or every hour. Okay, so we've got to turn, once we get up top of this hill, we're going to turn on Carly. And then the customer's property here is all this tan building with the blue stripe on it. And they got several doors you might unload in. Okay, I'm the paperwork will tell you which door you're supposed to unload in. I am door number 4, which I just passed. You can see there's a couple of empty Maverick trucks there. There's a couple here parked on the road. Looks like it's pretty busy. So the way this typically works is they've got an entrance down here past where these trucks are parked. I'm hesitating here because there's another Maverick truck trying to come out down there, and he's really going at this backwards. So I'm not sure what he's doing, but alright, looks like he's just sitting there for now, but he's kind of parked opposite of what he's supposed to be doing. Wow, there's more trucks parked down the street there. Man, busy place today. So there's a little sign here that says truck staging area. And I'm gonna just pull up here and park. I'm gonna get my chains off and then leave my 2 belly wraps on. And then we'll move on down closer to door 4. Okay guys, so let me show you the load as a reminder. Got 5 bundles of steel bar. I've already taken my 4 chains and pads and over center binders off. I got 2 belly wraps still on. Got all my stuff put up. Now I'm gonna pull down that way closer to door 4. So boy, I hope they start dispatching loads to all these empty trucks soon, because we got too many trucks sitting around here. All right, so let's get moved down towards door 4. You know, from here I would expect to get dispatched to the North American Stainless plant down in Gent, Kentucky. I don't know if it's Gent or Ghent. I always say Gent, but so this is door 41 right here to my left. You might unload there. That's the easiest door to get into. The hardest door is door 2, which is the farthest one down to the left, because you actually pull in head first on that one, and it's very tight. I think door 4 is the door there where that truck is pulling out of. I'm not sure, but we'll get down here and see. This guy's gonna turn out of the parking lot right there. Get out of the way. Just giving you a view of things. So if you come here in the future, it might help you. Watch out for forklifts. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of pull in behind this truck, and he's probably gonna back into that door. I can't see the number on that door just yet. Yep, that's door 4. So hopefully I'll be going in after this truck. And when you're unloading here at International Crankshaft, they expect you to get on top, get up on your trailer and help them hook the crane straps or chains onto the load. So get your PPE on and help unload. All right, so this is door number 4 right here. This truck is backing into, so I'm just gonna pull up here like he was and wait my turn. Try to pull up a little bit so I can get out of the employee parking area. All right, more later. Okay guys, so here I am backed into door number 4. Just trying to give you a look at it. So, you know, I pulled over that way and then kind of, you know, curved in right here. This is my friendly unloader, Victor, here. He's already got 2 bundles off. Want me to help you, Victor? Okay. All right, let me set the camera down here. Maybe I can give you a shot of that. So as you can see, he wanted me on one end, helping him put the chains around. So the way this was set up, he got 2 bundles on the outside, 2 bundles from over here, and then they had blocks in between the middle bundle and the outer 2 bundles on each side. So he's had 2 lifts with 2 bundles, and then we got 1 more bundle left for a total of 5 bundles. And you know, I just threw my little 1-foot blocks over here, or you can keep them if you need them. Well, I got a lot of dirt, dried mud left on my trailer. I'll have to try to knock that off so it doesn't fly onto somebody's windshield. So that's how it works. He's coming back for the last one. Real quick unload. All right, more in a minute. All right, everybody, that was a nice quick unload. I mean, my appointment was for 10 a.m. I'm unloaded and ready to depart. It's 10 till 10 now. There's another trailer backing into the door I just came out of. So they just sent me my next order, and as expected, it's going to North American Stainless in Gent, Kentucky. Probably be a preload, and it says it's sheet steel. Sometimes when you get loads out of there, it's all kinds of stuff. It could be coils, could be slinkies, could be sheet steel, all kinds of stuff up there. But it's going to a utility trailer plant in Paragould, Arkansas, which I've been to there 2 or 3 times before. And I've got a special request this week to get home by Thursday evening. So that'll definitely put me close to home. Probably won't be a big mileage week. Speaking of that, I need to review the last at least 2 weeks worth of gross pay and mileage, because well, between being off a week on COVID and losing last week's footage due to, well, I've already talked about that. I know I've got at least 2 weeks of numbers to review, so I'll try to do that later on today or tomorrow at least. But for now, we're going to Gent, Kentucky. which is about an hour and a half from here. Pretty easy drive. And we'll see you there.